Most salaried people in India believe one big lie about their taxes, that once you get your Form 16, your tax filing is done and dusted. It is a comforting thought, right? Holding that official document that neatly sums up your salary and the tax paid. But this is very common mistake is why so many people get a scary notice from the income tax department asking them to explain income they did not even realize they had to report. What if I told you the tax department has a file on you? A file with all the financial information you have probably never seen, and it is definitely not on your Form 16. In this video, I am going to expose this tax lie. I will show you the hidden income the tax department already knows about, why your Form 16 is incomplete, and give you a simple 3-step action plan to make sure you never have to fear a tax notice again. Section 1. The Form 16 Illusion. Let us be real. When HR hands you that Form 16, it feels like end of the story. It is an official looking certificate from your employer issued under the Income Tax Act. It has two parts. Part A with your PAN, your employer's stamp, and a summary of tax deducted and deposited. Part B has the juicy details, your salary breakup, allowances like HRA, and all the deductions you told your employer about. It looks like a complete report card for your financial year, and that is the illusion. You think the tax is deducted, the details are here, my job is done. You might just copy the figures to the tax portal and hit submit. Millions of people do this. But here is the truth. Your Form 16 only tells your employer's side of story. It knows nothing about the rest of your financial life, and the income tax department is not just listening to your employer. They have a sophisticated system that creates a digital trail of your finances. They get data from banks, mutual funds, stockbrokers, and even property registrars. When you file your return, their computers automatically cross-reference what you have declared with the massive database they have built around your PAN. A mismatch is all it takes to trigger an automated flag and land a notice in your inbox. Section 2. The tax department's secret weapon, Form 26AS and AIS. So how does the department know more than what's on your Form 16? They have two powerful documents they use to check your story. First, there is Form 26S. Think of it as your tax credit passbook. While your Form 16 shows the tax your employer says they deducted, Form 26S shows the tax that has been actually deposited with the government against your PAN. This includes tax from your employer, but also TDS from the banks deducted on fixed deposited or tax cut by anyone else who paid you. This is very critical. The tax department only gives you credit for the tax that appears in your Form 26S. Say your Form 16 shows a tax deduction of 1 lakh, but maybe your employer made an error and deposited only 90,000. Your Form 26S will only show 90,000. If you file claiming 1 lakh credit, the system will spot the difference and send you a notice. Replying only on Form 16 means you're flying blind. Now for the second, even more detailed report, the Annual Information Statement or AIS. This is the big one. This is the department summary of your financial year. The AIS contains details of transactions your Form 16 would never capture. What kind of transactions are we talking about? First, interest income. The AIS lists interest from all your savings account, fixed deposit across different banks. Second, dividend income. If you own stocks or mutual funds, any dividend you receive is reported here. Third, capital gains. Sold stock, mutual fund or property. That transaction is likely reported in your AIS. It even includes details like foreign remittance and high value purchase. This data is sent directly to the tax department by your bank, brokerage or mutual fund company. Or if your banks report that you earned 25,000 in savings interest, that information is sitting right there in your AIS. If you file your return without declaring this under income from other sources, the system will detect it in seconds. This is one of the most common reasons salaried people get a tax notice. If you're finding this eye-opening, hit that subscribe button. We are about to get into the practical mistakes this all leads to and how you can build a solid defense. You won't want to miss your future videos that simplify taxes just like this one. Section 3. The 3 most common mistakes that trigger a tax notice. Now that you see the problem with relying only on Form 16 and power of AIS, let us see how this causes real-world issues. Here are the 3 most common mistakes salaried people make. Mistake number 1. The job hopper's folly. This is incredibly common. Imagine you worked at company A until August and then joined company B. At the end of the year, you will get two Form 16. Many people think they only need to use Form 16 from their current employer, that is company B. It seems logical, but it is a huge trap. Both companies have reported your salary to the tax department. The system expects your total income to be the sum from both. When you file showing only income from company B, the system flags it as underreported income and a tax notice is almost guaranteed. Mistake number 2. The interest income is not my problem. That is a myth. This is another big one. Let us say you have fixed deposit that earns 70,000 in interest. The bank deducts 10% TDS, which is 7,000. You see and think, great, the tax is handled. This is completely wrong and can be costly error. First, if you are in a higher tax bracket like 20% or 30%, that 10% TDS is not enough. You have to pay the rest. Second, all interest you earn must be declared in your tax return under income from other sources. TDS is just an advance tax payment, it is not the final tax. Since your bank has already reported 70,000 interest to the AIS, ignoring it in your return is like asking the tax department for a notice. Mistake number 3. Believing your Form 16 is the final word. This last mistake sums it all up. It is taking your Form 16, treating it as absolute truth and just copying the numbers into your tax return without checking anything. People who do this walk straight into every trap. They miss the tedious mismatch between their Form 16 and Form 26S, which can cause them to lose tax credit or get a notice for a shortfall. They completely ignore other income sources like interest, dividend that are clearly listed in the AIS. Filing your taxes this way is not just careless, it is a guaranteed way to get flagged by the system. Section 4. Your 3-step pre-filing action plan to stay notice-free. Okay, enough about the problems. Now let us talk solutions. The good news is protecting yourself is straightforward. You just need to change your filing process. And here is your simple 3-step action plan. Step 1. Be your own detective. Download your AIS and tax passbook, that is Form 26S. Before you even look at your Form 16, your first step is to log into Income Tax e-filing portal, go to section for AIS and Form 26S and download both. These two documents are your real source of truth because they show the data the tax department will use to check your return. Step 2. Play matchmaker. Reconcile everything. Now lay out all 3 documents. Your Form 16 for multiple ones if you change jobs, your Form 26S and your AIS. Your job is to make sure their stories match. First, compare TDS amount in Part A of your Form 16 with the TDS figure in your Form 26S. Do they match? If they not, contact your employer to get it corrected because the tax department only considers value in Form 26S. Second, go through your AIS report line by line. Add up every income source reported like saving interest, FD interest, dividend, everything. Now add this to your total salary from your Form 16. This combined amount is your true gross total income that you must report. Step 3. File with confidence. Now you are ready to file. When you fill out your return, you are not just relying on the incomplete story from your Form 16. You are reporting a complete verified income figure that you already know matches the tax department's record. You are declaring all your interest income from AIS. You are claiming the right TDS credit based on Form 26S. By doing this, you dramatically reduce the chance of any mismatch being flagged. You are no longer hoping to avoid a notice, you are actively ensuring you do not get one. Conclusion. So let us put this lie to rest. The idea that Form 16 is enough is the biggest tax lie salaried employees believe. It is not your Form 16, it is just the start. The real truth of your tax situation lies in combining your Form 16, Form 26S and most importantly, your annual information statement. The solution is simple but it requires a new habit. Don't be a blind filer, be a smart informed taxpayer. Your new mantra should be download, reconcile and then file. This 3-step process is your best shield against the stress of a tax notice. In our next video, we will break down the most confusing tax deductions you can claim under the old tax regime. To make sure you do not miss that, hit the notification bell, stay smart and stay compliant.